UFC 312 takes place this weekend. I'm going to give you my picks and predictions, starting off with the main event and ending the video off with the first prelim of the night. Duplessis versus Sean Strickland. This fight is going to be close once again, and I do believe that this fight is going to be going to decision. I don't see a finish on either side. Sean Strickland is not finishing Duplessis. And Duplessis, you know, as good as he is, I think Sean is just too tough. I don't think it's that easy to finish Sean. And he's so defensively sound. Although Dricus is very unorthodox, Sean is just too defensively sound to get knocked out. I don't think he's going to get submitted. He's very, very strong. However, in this fight, I do favor Duplessis. My original pick was Sean Strickland, and now that I'm thinking about it more and more as the fight gets closer, I am favoring Dricus. He's the current champion. He's a beast, and he's unorthodox. I think that's what really gives Dricus the edge in this second fight too, is it's a lot easier to prepare for a guy, especially when you've already fought him. And Sean Strickland is not going to change up his style whatsoever. We know what we're going to get out of Sean Strickland. Duplessis, however, you really don't. Like, you know, you could sit here, you could assume, well, yeah, he's going to wrestle. Obviously, he's going to throw crazy. He's going to do this, that. How do you time up some of the stuff that Dricus does? He's just so unorthodox. So I think that really is going to give him the edge in this second fight, and I do think that Duplessis is going to win via decision. Probably not a split decision this time around. I do favor Dricus at least winning a 48-47, if not 49-46 on one of those judges' scorecards. Zhang Weili versus Tatiana Suarez. Zhang Weili is going to have the advantage on the feet. Tatiana Suarez is going to have the advantage on the ground. Her jiu-jitsu is amazing. Zhang Weili's striking is amazing. That is it. That is it for this fight. If Zhang Weili can keep it on the feet, she will win. If Tatiana Suarez can take Zhang Weili down, control her, she may even be able to find a submission, but she will win, no doubt in my mind. This fight is literally a clash of styles. It really is going to depend on who comes in here and implements their game plan better, and I believe that Zhang Weili will have the slight advantage. She is the champion. She's coming off of the more recent fights, and I believe that she's stronger than Tatiana Suarez. Like I said, if she can keep this on the feet, this is going to be Zhang Weili's fight all day. But if Tatiana Suarez can drag her down, get in some dominant positions, Tatiana Suarez will steal this belt, and she will win this fight. So be careful with this fight. It's going to be close. I will be rooting for Zhang Weili. So give me Zhang Weili by decision. Justin Tafa versus Talison Teixeira. First and foremost, what even is this fight, bro? What even is this fight? Now that I got that out of the way, Talison Teixeira is 6'7", 83-inch reach. This dude is an absolute physical monster, bro. He's a specimen. And you do have Justin Tafa on the other side. Now, if this fight gets out of the first round, it gets very, very interesting. Justin Tafa will definitely have the advantage, no doubt in my mind. You guys also got to remember, this is Talison Teixeira, a UFC debut on a pay-per-view main card. Okay? Just take that into consideration, please. That is why I'm going to go with Talison Teixeira. I think he's going to hop in underneath the bright lights. I think this dude is going to shine the brightest. I think he is going to absolutely knock Justin Tafa out of this universe. Send him to another dimension. And I don't see, I mean, like I said, if this makes it out of the first round, this fight gets a whole lot more interesting, and Justin Tafa can definitely take over. But the absolute physical gifts that this guy has, Talison Teixeira, I think he's going to find the chin. I think he's going to knock Justin Tafa out, and I don't think he's going to feel the pressure. I don't think he's going to fold under the bright lights. I do believe that Talison Teixeira is going to come in and begin to save the UFC heavyweight division. Let's go Talison Teixeira by first round knockout. Because if he doesn't get the first round knockout, he is cooked. Jimmy Crute versus Rodolfo Bellato. Listen, Jimmy Crute is going to have the advantage on the ground. And if he can get it there, he will no doubt in my mind win this fight. Jimmy Crute's the better grappler. He has very good control on the ground. And if he can take a dominant position, he will more than likely finish this fight against Bellato. With that being said, Rodolfo is very tough. He's very tough. He's got very good striking. And if he can keep the pace on Jimmy Crute, stay in his face, not let him take him down and, you know, make him shoot sloppy, make him make some mistakes, Rodolfo Bellato is going to win this, and he's going to TKO Jimmy Crute. But in my humble opinion, I do believe Jimmy Crute is going to get this to the ground. I do believe he's going to get into a dominant position. And whether he pulls it off by submission or TKO, I do believe that Jimmy Crute is going to finish Rodolfo Bellato before the fight is over. Jake Matthews versus Francisco Prado. Francisco Prado has very, very strong power. He has fight-ending power, okay? Especially earlier on in the fight. If Jake Matthews can come in here and mix up the martial arts, take Prado down, gas him out, potentially clinch him up, he will veteran savvy his way to a decision, no doubt in my mind. But if Francisco Prado can find that chin early, this fight will be over like that, okay? In the snap of a finger. Francisco Prado is super young, though. I just don't think he has the experience to outwork Jake Matthews. Now, like I said, don't count him out. In that first round, he is more than live for a KO against Jake Matthews. But I think Jake is just going to stay safe. I think he's going to tire him out. I think he's going to clinch him up. I think he's going to take him down, out-grapple him, and win. I want to say a dominant decision, but I do give Prado a little bit of oomph in that first round. I think he is going to take that first round. I think he's going to land the tougher, harder, more damaging punches. I don't think he's going to put Jake out, though. I do think Jake is going to stay safe and, like I said, work his way to a decision win over the rookie. Or I guess not the rookie, but the youngin'. Jack Jenkins versus Gabriel Santos. Give me Gabriel Santos. He's going to have the power advantage over Jack Jenkins. I do believe that when it comes down to it, this fight is going to go to decision, and Jack is going to wear a lot more damage than Gabriel Santos is. Gabriel Santos may even have potential to find a knockout in this fight. I don't think he's going to finish Jack, though. Jack is very tough, and aside from a freak injury happening, this fight should go to decision. Gabriel Santos should do more damage, and Gabriel Santos should win a dominant decision over Jack Jenkins. Tom Nolan versus Slava Claus. Give me Tom Nolan in this matchup. I do believe that Slava Claus is the better striker, but I do believe Tom Nolan is going to take this to the ground where he is going to have the advantage. I don't think that he's going to submit Slava Claus. I don't think that he's going to land enough damage to put this guy out of there. But I do believe that Tom Nolan is going to pull through. And this fight is going to be very, very close. I think Tom Nolan is going to win a split decision. I think Tom Nolan is going to win a very, very close fight. I think he's going to do a little bit more when it comes to the grappling side of things. And I think he's going to show a little bit more dominance in those kinds of positions, which will lead the judges to score it 2-1 Tom Nolan. Kong Wang versus Bruna Brazil. Listen, I would comfortably have picked Kong Wang fights ago, but ever since her last fight, it seems like Brazilians that know even the slightest bit of jiu-jitsu are her kryptonite. Now, I'm hoping Kong Wang has improved significantly since her last fight. I am hoping that all she has been working on is the defensive grappling and keeping this fight on the feet, because that is where she has the advantage. If she can keep this fight on the feet, she will knock out Bruna Brazil. I don't think she is going to knock out Bruna Brazil. I do believe that Kong Wang is going to be a little bit more tentative in this fight. I do believe that Kong Wang is going to win a dominant decision. I don't think she's going to take any risks. And I don't think Bruna Brazil is going to be able to take her to the ground and control her and pull off any sort of submission on her. I think Kong Wang has gone through, she's identified the holes, she's patched them up, and I think she is ready to make an impression this time around. Give me Kong Wang by knockout. Colby Thickness versus Alexandre Topuria. Give me Alexandre Topuria. I just think he's going to be more prepared for this fight, specifically against Colby Thickness. I think he's going to have the advantage on the ground with his wrestling. I think he's also going to have the advantage with the power on the feet. Colby Thickness is good. Do not get me wrong. Volkanovski's pupil. This guy may be the real deal, but he's coming in on short notice. Topuria has been preparing for this moment for who knows how long, and he trains with the best every single day. Ilia Topuria himself, bro. It doesn't get any better than that. You don't get any better rounds in than when you're training with the greatest fighter in the world, in the weight class above you, by the way. So Alexandre Topuria, I do believe, is going to have the strength advantage in this specific fight against Colby. Like I said, he's going to have the power advantage on the feet. Colby is very good. I mean, he's defensively sound, but he's just not going to have the power that Topuria carries in both the grappling and the striking. Give me Alexandre Topuria. And since Colby is coming in on shorter notice than anticipated, I'm going to take a shot at Topuria by finish. Rong Zhu versus Cody Steele. Give me Cody Steele in this matchup. I do believe that he's going to be the better grappler, the stronger fighter, and I do believe when it goes to the ground, Cody Steele is going to show good control over Rong Zhu. Rong Zhu is going to have the striking advantage, but I don't think that Cody Steele is going to stand around and strike with Rong Zhu as soon as he figures out he can take this guy down. However, if Cody Steele can't take Rong Zhu down, this is going to be a long fight for Cody Steele. Rong Zhu should be the better striker, and he should have more power on the feet. He may even be able to clip Cody Steele, but I do think Cody Steele is going to pull through. I think he's going to out-grapple Rong Zhu. I think he's going to use his full mixed martial arts arsenal, and I think he's taking the decision win over Rong Zhu. Give me Cody Steele by decision. Jonathan Mikhaev versus Kevin Jousset. Listen, if Kevin Jousset can make this a nice, technical, at his own pace fight and control where and how this fight goes, Kevin Jousset will win. With that being said, if Jonathan can come in here and implement his heavy pressure game plan, he will break Kevin. He will take him to deep waters, and he will eventually either crawl out of there with a decision win or a late third round TKO. Give me Jonathan Mikhaev. I just think he has the better pressure. I think he has the better style for this specific fight, and I do believe when it goes to deep waters, Jonathan Mikhaev is gonna pull through and he's gonna get the decision win. Quinlan Salkid versus Anshul Jubilee, the King of Lions himself. Listen, I'm very high on Quinlan Salkid. He is a top prospect coming out of Dana White Contender Series, and he's vicious. Quinlan Salkid is vicious. He throws everything with malicious intent, and he will hurt Anshul Jubilee in this fight. That's all I gotta tell you. Quinlan Salkid will go in there, and I do believe that he's going to finish Anshul Jubilee more than likely by knockout, but there is a chance that he could come in here and get a submission win over the King of Lions. Give me Quinlan Salkid to finish this fight. Hyung Sung Park versus Niam Jargal, Tumen Dembrel. Give me Niam Jargal to pull through with a decision win. I think both of these guys are very good in their own rights, very good strikers. I do give the defensive edge to Tumen Dembrel. And when it comes down to it, I think he's just going to, cause a little bit more damage on Park's face in order to secure a decision win. So give me Niam Jargal by decision. That is my prediction for the full card. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop down, leave a like, drop a comment if you disagree with any of these. And while you're down there, why not subscribe to the channel, man? I'm dropping every single day. Enjoy the rest of your night. Deuces.